Logan Paul is suing me for CryptoZoo only a year after he thanked me for it. Rather than pay back his victims fully, Logan would rather publicly humiliate himself in court by accusing me of defaming him. He's hired 5 lawyers to sue me, which he hopes will stop me from exposing him again.
Now, if you ask a kid what is your biggest nightmare, they're going to tell you a cookie monster coming from under my bed while I'm sleeping and start eating my legs. If you ask a normal adult what is your biggest nightmare, they're probably going to tell you if a house is on fire, choosing either to save their dog or cat or their life partner, basically. That is the normal person's nightmare. But if you ask Logan Paul what is his biggest nightmare, he's gonna tell you a YouTuber with a green screen and fake coffee. Logan Paul 100% told his therapist about his Coffeezilla nightmares. The second he starts dreaming about Coffeezilla in the middle of the night, he wakes up screaming like this. And the latest episode of Logan Paul ruining his own image for the 120th, 50th time, I covered that Logan Paul is suing Coffeezilla for defamation. We went over the case, and just yesterday, Coffeezilla came forward and talked about the whole situation and told us in a 20-minute video exactly what happened and the reason he's being sued in the first place. Now, the video breaks down in 3 sections. Why am I getting sued by Logan Paul? Part 1. Second part is his mistake in this situation. And the third part being, why am I getting sued by Logan Paul? Part 2. Now, we're only going to go through the main important parts in this situation and talk about it, share our opinions on it. The first part is why is, Coffeezilla is getting sued. We talked about it in the last video as well. It is not because of the old videos. It is because of a defamation case. Because Logan Paul, his feelings were hurt. And Coffeezilla is only using Logan Paul's name to get fame, views, and money. He doesn't care about anything else. He's using Logan Paul's name. He's framing Logan Paul as a bad guy, which he is definitely not, and he's using Logan Paul to have a personal game. It's not like Logan Paul ever used anyone or ever used any situation to gain views and money about the whole situation. Logan Paul is a saint. I honestly believe this lawsuit, in the part 3, I'm going to explain to you why this lawsuit came forward as well, but in my personal opinion, I believe is because of his nightmares against Coffeezilla, and he wants to bury Coffeezilla as soon as possible for him to stop having nightmares and seeing Coffeezilla's face. Now, this is obviously a scare strategy where a lot of people use, where a commentary channel or a documentary or a journalist channel, when they criticize someone, that person has 2 choices: copyright strike or take them to court. Usually people do this to, scare them and for them to remove the video. Now, if you're a small creator or, you don't want to spend money in court, you are going to just delete the video and stop talking about the whole situation. But not Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla got that 12-inch big cucumba energy.
Personally, I believe Logan has learned nothing from this except how to silence people with the law. But I won't be silent.
He's not backing down for anyone, even though his insurance, which comes in part 2, yes, we're going to talk about it now, his insurance declined him of the lawsuit.
So when I was sued, I immediately called my insurance company to file a claim, so I wouldn't have to pay for it. But they told me they're not going to pay. They're trying to get out of covering us.
It is called a media insurance when you claim it, and that insurance should cover all the lawyer costs and all the court costs. But they backed off. Why? God knows the reason. He's going to explain it to us later on. My best guess is because the amount of billionaires Coffeezilla goes after, they want nothing to do with Coffeezilla in this situation. And Coffeezilla himself, he said in the video that this is a scaring strategy because on camera, Logan Paul is sucking on Coffeezilla's titties and saying, yummy, such a good, humble person. But off the camera, cursing the shit out of his grandmother.
This journalist, YouTuber, crypto uncoverer guy named Coffeezilla, who's incredible, by the way. A very thorough, good-hearted, smart guy, did a deep dive into this project that I attempted to make called Cryptos.
And Logan Paul has been trying to bury any evidence that he is protecting and saying that Coffeezilla is such a good person as deep as possible. But one thing he failed to realize is that he is not a very likable person. Even if a person has a footage and they have a choice to take down that video from their channel, they are not going to
sell what he thinks would be a pilot, because where are your other Apple episodes, Graham?
The deal fell apart. I told you where it was airing.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Prove it.
I told your manager, Jeff Levin. I'm sorry. I told your manager, Jeff Levin, where it was airing.
That's manipulative. That sentence in itself is manipulative.
Let me finish. 4 months ago, I told everybody where it was airing and what happened. In 4 months, never was there any issue communicated to us about where it was airing.
You're lying.
Let me finish. The only issue that was ever communicated was remove this crypto stuff, remove this CryptoZoo stuff. If CryptoZoo is in there, if Coffeezilla is in there, I'm not going to promote it. Less for us.
But you lied to us on making me believe that you would keep the parts or remove the parts that I thought I could trust you with when I opened up to you on camera. When even just you sold me on the idea of this being on Apple TV.
Well, Mr. Logan, maybe a jealousy on your brother Jake having a Netflix documentary and you wanted your own documentary as well, and opening up to this person to share your life to this person to have your own documentary as well. Maybe it wasn't a very good idea with the past that you have. I'm just saying. So the first part of Logan Paul suing Coffeezilla is for defamation, for not the video series that he did, but it's for the refund situations. The 2 videos that Mr. Coffeezilla made, that really offended them, and he thought that, oh, he keeps coming after me and he keeps pushing me to pay people back. And I told them, I'll only pay, wait, how many percent he said? I'll only pay 5% of the people that I owe, and the rest I'm going to be fighting them in court, even though he still hasn't paid the 5% that he promised, which is the NFT section, not the Zoo and the Egg section, which is tens of millions of dollars. And the second part of the whole lawsuit, which is new to all of us, Coffeezilla said that he started investigating January 2023. He heard rumors about his liquid marketplace where Logan Paul is going to put his underwear or, $5 million Pokemon cards, and people can, have a liquid share of it, and they can just put money into it. It's basically like stocks, I believe. I'm not really familiar with it, but that's the way it looks like. You buy a percentage of it, you own a percentage of Logan Paul's underwear, for example. Yup, he was involved with another CryptoZoo 2.0.
Different company he co-owned, called Liquid Marketplace.
On a platform that I co-founded called Liquid Marketplace. It allows co-ownership of top-tier assets. So instead of one person, me owning this card, we as a collective can co-own it together.
And Coffeezilla said in his video that in January 2023 until June of 2023, he's been pushing to get an interview with the Liquid Marketplace CEO and Logan Paul himself as well, to get some verification on this big accusations and this big rumors that he's been hearing, this fishy, edgy stuff that's been happening on the company. Is it legit or not? And get some answers before he starts making a video. Just like Coffeezilla reached out to Logan Paul's manager, Jeff, about the whole CryptoZoo X stuff, because that's what you should do. Before you talk about something, you need to verify shit. You shouldn't just talk out of your asshole. But Coffeezilla got ghosted just the way you got ghosted by that one girl, and you told yourself it's her loss just to make yourself feel better.
But he kept dodging meetings. And I don't mean he refused meeting with me. I mean, we would set up meetings and then he did not show up. So I was troubled.
Long story short, Coffeezilla said they've been dodging him left and right, because not only Coffeezilla is Logan Paul's nightmare, but he's also the CEO of Liquid Marketplace nightmare as well. Now, the whole thing was dead for a whole year. People were still investing in it. Some diehard Logan Paul fans thinking that Logan Paul can make him money, or any other influencer can make them money. They trust their whole life savings. They absolutely get demolished in this situation. But in 19th of June 2024, that is where big shit started happening, because the Ontario Security Commission accuses of Liquid Marketplace and 3 top executives of fraud.
Ontario Securities Commission revealed a Liquid Marketplace investigation where they accused Liquid Marketplace of being a multi-layered fraud, taking in $2.7 million from the sale of these fractionalized collectibles. The platform allegedly did not do exactly what it promised. Some of the blockchain tokens did not even mint. But even worse was the allegation that approximately $3 million was misappropriated from $10 million they raised of investor funds. This is a very similar claim to the one I had tried to verify. Ryan Bahadori, the guy I tried to speak to, was accused of, quote, making hidden payments to shell corporations without any legitimate business purpose, as were 2 other of the founders. And Ryan was accused of, quote, using company credit cards to buy high-end fashion, expensive jewelry and watches, personal health, and luxury spa services.
So the next time you think of investing your money with an influencer because they just told you so, think of it this way. They're going to be enjoying your money that you worked hard with on spa services and luxury lifestyle. Now, after the Canadian Security Commission accused of Liquid Marketplace of these things, Coffeezilla reached out first to Logan Paul after a week, asking him, telling him I can give you 24 hours to respond, asking him 3 questions. Did you get any actions on hearing these allegations over a year ago? Did you get approached by the Ontario Security Commission? Is it true that Liquid Marketplace lied about their claims of insurance and blah, blah, blah? And just less than 24 hours after Coffeezilla sent Logan Paul that message, he got slapped with a shatach of a lawsuit of defamation. This is obviously a scare off, like Coffeezilla himself. He said in the video that in a money game, Logan Paul has me and I won't be able to, defend myself against this person. But he still got that big cucumba energy and is going to go forward with it. And he asked people to support his lawsuit since the media insurance is not covering his case. So if you want to support Coffeezilla, go to the link on his bio on his video. Either donate to his Patreon if you can, or just buy some merch, which 100% of the profits is going to go towards his fight against Logan Paul. And it got me curious about this Liquid Marketplace after Coffeezilla dropped that video. So I decided to go on the website and check it out myself. And you won't believe what happened. This is the big Pokemon card that Logan Paul has been promoting left and right, squeezing this $5 million card into any video that he can and promoting it and saying that you can own a part of it. But whenever I hold it, click on it, buy now. 404 page not found. So it either got removed, they removed it out of their fear, or Ontario Security Commission, they told them to remove it because it's being under investigation or something. Not only that, anything you click on, it is going to be like page not found. And what are the odds that Coffeezilla, less than 24 hours of asking these questions, he gets sued? This is what I call a crash out. I have a friend who, she gets overwhelmed, she gets under a lot of pressure, especially while driving. She's going to put her legs on the gas and she's going to ram into the first car near her. Logan Paul was overwhelmed with this whole shit and he had fires coming left and right because of the choices that he made, that he decided to go in business with people. It's either that, maybe it's not even his fault. Like Coffeezilla said, that he got his shoes in a circle with bad people, that they took advantage of him, stole money maybe even from the whole situation. But the way he's handling things is the absolute worst, and it makes him look guilty in this situation. Suing Coffeezilla? Why? Because to scare him? No, maybe he knows that the media insurance is not going to cover him, but why would you sue him? So you can get him to back off and you won't care about the backlash anymore. You just want this story not to get bigger. This makes me think there is more than CryptoZoo, crypto NFTs, Zoo Eggs, and digital marketplace that I just found out about literally yesterday. And now God knows what other projects that Logan Paul is invested in and involved in, that it absolutely allegedly scam people, because I don't want this video to go viral again and he sees it and he can sue me. Allegedly. Did I say allegedly? Because it is allegedly, because allegedly. Now in this situation where you have more money than you need, WWE contracts, yes, WWE, wrestlers, they don't get paid as much, only the big ones do. But in Logan Paul, he's the face of the WWE. He advertised the shit out of this, and 100% his contract is something really, really good. Having that, having YouTube, having brand deals, having your own company, Prime, who sold a gazillion Prime bottles, God knows, in like 1 year only. You have money. In this situation, even if you get fucked over by your partners, you should pay these people back. It's not your fans' fault because you have bad judgment in people and you got yourself in an issue with bad people. They don't have to suffer for this. You can make this good. It is your mistake and you have to pay for it, which means paying back your fans. It's a life experience for you. Don't be involved with these kind of people again, but save yourself if you were actually not involved. Even though it is a huge chunk of money, it is going to be a pain in your ass, but it is the only solution. Not to pay 5% of the people. No, pay the whole thing. And I'm pretty sure it is going to have a stink on his bank account. It is going to hurt his wallet, but it is worth it. 100%. Maybe he's actually still working on the CryptoZoo to actually publish the game and be like, haha, I told all of you, you donkeys. but it is too late. You need to pay people back at this point, because even if the game gets launched, no one wants to get involved anymore because no one believes you anymore or trusts you or likes you. Now, I talked to Coffeezilla multiple times and they both agreed that they're, he's going to be paying people back, but that shit was more than a year ago. Where is the money? And whenever Coffeezilla starts going after him, start tickling him, where's the money? Is it going to fall out of you right now? Where is it? Pay your people back. He gets offended and he starts suing Coffeezilla to shut him up, to scare him with money and law. Yeah, it's not going to end well. Maybe it got to a point where Logan doesn't care if people dislike him or hate him. So he just decided to just go with the lawsuit, let people hate me. I don't care. I'm not paying people back, because end of the day, there are still people, millions of people who are supporting him. Just like Mr. Beast situation, these people who are so big, there are going to be majority of the people, 100% Logan Paul's followers, more than 50% of them don't even know the whole CryptoZoo egg thing. They just watch him for his content. They don't give a shit or know or have the time or the knowledge of he actually allegedly scammed his audience in this situation. Just like Mr. Beast. His audience don't care or probably know about this whole drama because, yesterday's video we talked about that they just want to eat their food and watch Mr. Beast's video. They don't really get into this whole drama shit and they don't care about the creator's past. They just like the internet personality, the fake person that they're seeing. It's just a few people like me and you invested in that drug on the internet called drama that we investigate and know these things. But I guess it got to a point where he doesn't really care. People still treat him good. He still has his brand deals. He's going to be a father soon. He's having a family and he is making his money on a daily basis. Just the people who loved and trusted Logan Paul, who invested in this whole thing, are just sitting back watching Logan Paul grow as a person, grow his family, and just sit and look at their life savings that they worked hard for just fade away. And I believe Coffeezilla should... I don't know why he still hasn't talked about the Mr. Beast situation. I feel like if Coffeezilla talks about the Mr. Beast situation, it would get big, but I don't think it will have much effect on it. But it would be interesting with Coffeezilla's investigation skills to see what he can actually find. I'm honestly tired of talking about Logan Paul and all these cases that's been coming around. I feel like that's it. That's the image ruined. After he sued Coffeezilla, that is it. No respect, nothing. Is he going to pay back his people? I'm 99.9% sure that if you're watching this, you invested in that, just forget about the money and start, making more money, invest it in other things, but think carefully and let this be a great experience for you that do not trust influencers when they tell you, come with me, hold my hand, but we will make money together. And then there'll be the CEOs of that company is going to take your money and spend it in luxury lifestyle. But yeah, that was the latest on Logan Paul. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'll catch you at the next one.